Hello, I'm going to assess one of my students' letters today in this video. Let's get on to this. So she has written down the date. So I'm happy with that. That's fine. And then you have written down the addressee's contact details. That's good. And then you have written down dear sir / madam, comma. That's good. And then regarding Mrs. Jane Lapaglia, age 71. That's also good. I'm writing to refer, so this is a referral letter, right? Good. I'm writing to refer Mrs. Lapaglia, who has been recovering from a second-degree renal failure and pneumonia. Pneumonia, that's good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. She requires continued care and management following her discharge today. Well done. You have done a good job by writing down with an exceptional introduction paragraph with no grammar mistakes. I'm happy with that. That sounds good. So your introduction paragraph sounds really good. Okay. Just I'm happy with that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Socially, Mrs. Lapaglia. Is it Mrs. or Miss? Yeah, that's all right. Mrs. only. Yeah, Mrs. Lapaglia lives with her husband, comma, Mr. Joe, isn't it? There should be a comma. Did you write a comma here or not? Many more?
Yes, sir. One comma is there, sir.
Comma is a comma and then Mr. Joe, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
In a 4-bedroom unit. That's good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Both are aged. Both are aged. And okay. I don't know what you have written on here. Can you please tell me this?
House was extremely dirty and he could not meet their sanitational and nutritional requirements.
Okay. Both are aged, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Both are aged and aged, but you know, is there any comma after that?
Yes, sir. A comma is there.
Comma, house was extremely. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. All right, let me write it down. So what you have written on is EXTREMLY. That is wrong. It must be MELY.
Yeah.
Okay? MELY. Look at this. It's already changed. So this was your spelling, but it's extremely. Okay. Or extremely dirty. And he could not meet their sanitational and nutritional requirements. Okay. Is it he could not or they could not?
Because he, Mr. Joy was the caretaker of Mrs. Lapaglia.
Okay, yep.
She could not, so I mentioned she.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's all right then. Then that's okay. Son was away. So is that a next sentence?
Yes, sir.
You could have mentioned that their son was away. And is it was away or is away? If it is the present tense, you should say is. Their son. You should, instead of writing down just son was away. Okay, instead of that, what you should have done is their son is. Okay, because it's going to be the present tense. Am I right? Is he still away or is he with them?
No, sir, he is still away.
Then you should mention
Staying
that
away.
their son is away and visits them every Tuesday and Sunday. That's all right. Mrs. Lapaglia was admitted to the Prince Albert Hospital. She was presented with an unconscious condition and connected to a mechanical ventilator in intensive care unit. That's good. In order to reduce her, so that's a new sentence, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in order to reduce her urea and creatinine level, a dialysis was performed every 3 weeks. All right, that's okay. You don't need to use a dialysis because it was continuously done, right? Isn't it? So you should mention dialysis was performed every 3 weeks. That's okay. A dialysis is not needed. A dialysis. A dialysis. It's gonna be just dialysis. Dialysis was performed every 3 weeks because it's ongoing. So you can just mention dialysis. That's all right. Performed. Is that a comma or a full stop?
Full stop.
Okay, full
Consequently,
stop.
next.
Consequently, she acquired pneumonia from the hospital, and a chest physiotherapy was initiated every 2 hourly. Okay, for fortnightly. Okay, all right. Also, she has
She
cyst.
has sense.
Oh, she
She
has, okay.
has sense of
She has signs of, okay, or she has signs of dementia. Do you know the spelling for dementia? Is it DIMNTIA? No, it's DE.
huh?
It's DE. But what do you have written down? Let's go back. Can you see this? It's DIMENTIA. And recovered, but recovered, isn't it? She has signs of dementia, but recovered, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So instead of saying unrecovered, it's better to say but recovered. Sorry, recovered. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Oxygen support. Oh, sorry, it's here, right? Even though she was on 2 liter oxygen support through nasal. What is this? Can you tell me this?
Through a nasal prongs,
Oh, nasal prongs.
persistent with infection for the last 3 weeks.
But is this the correct spelling? PROGNS? Is it PROGNS? Is that right? Or is it PRONGS? Which one is correct? I think it's nasal prongs. It's PRONGS.
PRONGS is correct.
NGS is correct.
Yes. So this one. So you have committed so many spelling mistakes. I don't know why you haven't committed. Like there are 3 spelling mistakes. Okay. All right. We didn't finish the first page yet. Persistent with infection for the last 3 weeks. Okay, that's good. See, for whenever we need to write down the duration, we have to use the in front of that. Okay, for the last 1 month, for the last 2 weeks, for the last 2 days, for the last 12 hours, and so on. So that's good. You have used the articles appropriately in this case. She requires assistance with her daily living activities and shower. But shower includes the daily living activities, isn't it? You don't need to write that down separately. Showering, toileting, and all these things include, mobility. All those things include here. So on shower, I don't think shower would be different. Does anyone have a different opinion on this? Vanadi, do you have a different opinion on this?
Yes, sir. Activities of living being, it will come under showers, sir. No, we don't need to write showers separately.
Yeah, so
You are
shower
right.
is going to be under the living activities. Yes,
Yes.
that's correct. Yes, toileting, showering, all these things come under, like mobility, moving. Yeah, these are the basic activities, right? Without them you can't live. So that is why they mentioned the living activities. Without getting shower every day, or at least once a while, you can't live, right? Can you? I don't know. So that's the one. Okay, a family meeting arranged. No, no, no. A family meeting is an object, okay, which means It's a passive noun. It can't arrange it itself. So what you could have done is a family meeting was arranged. Okay. So a family meeting was arranged. But you have mentioned arranged. Okay. So you should have written down a family meeting was arranged. Okay, I will tell you why, how we can find it out. Well, you know, the verb, for example, arranged in this case, whether it is in the past tense or the present tense, okay, whatever the verb it is, okay. If someone can take action, okay, if someone can do this process, okay, himself, then it doesn't need this one was, is, will be. That's not needed at all. For example, I arranged a family meeting. Okay, you can say I arranged a family meeting. That doesn't need I was arranged a family meeting. It doesn't need was. Okay, so what you could have done is I arranged a family meeting. Sorry, sorry, spelling mistakes. Writing a bit faster. It's meeting. Okay, I arranged a family meeting. You need to ask this question: arranged. Am I able to arrange this meeting? Okay. Am I a living person? Okay. I mean, am I a human being? Yes. I is a human being. Yes. That's right. Okay. What about family meeting? Family meeting arranged, Tiffin. Can we say like that? No. Family meeting cannot arrange itself because family meeting is a non-living thing. How it can arrange itself? It can't, isn't it? It needs to be arranged by someone else. Someone else needs to do it. So if these nouns are not the active nouns, which means, so we can say, for example, active nouns are the ones that can take part in a range of activities themselves without requiring help from others. Okay. Whereas in this case, it is actually a passive noun, which means it needs some support from someone else, otherwise it can't be done. Do you know what I mean? It cannot do this action, it cannot carry out this action without the help of someone else or something else. Okay, do you understand what I mean? For those kinds of passive nouns, we need an additional verb here, like was, is, has been, will be, and so on. Those kinds of additional verbs need to be included before the main verb. Do you understand what I mean? All right, good. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Everywhere. I think he's probably doing it to this shower. A family meeting arranged on 25 March and decided to. Okay. A family meeting. So whenever you write and then decided, okay, it means that you are going to use the same subject here as well. So you need to read once again. A family meeting decided. What does that mean? Doesn't make sense, right? Isn't it? And then look at this transfer. What is a transfer? It's transfer, isn't it? And they decided, isn't it? They might have decided, or you might have decided, but you can't just use decided. Okay, I think did they decide? Is that they decide and decided? Minimal, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So have they decided? The both the husband or wife, did they decide?
Yes, after discussing with them, the hospital authority decided to transfer her to
Yeah. Okay.
nursing home.
Okay. But I think a family meeting means their family members might have accepted that, right? They might have decided. Okay. Anyway, it's all right. And yeah, you can mention
They
and we have
accepted,
decided.
sir. They
Yeah.
accepted the decision.
So we have decided to. Yeah. Then you can use they decided. I mean, or you can say we have decided. Okay. We have decided. That's all right. And we have decided to transfer, and then we have to go to the next one. Let's see. Transfer her to a nursing home and Mr. Joe to a hospital.
Hostel.
Oh, sorry, hostel. Okay, hostel. Sorry. Yep. Okay, good. That's all right. It would be greatly appreciated if you could monitor her oxygen saturation level, and administer oxygen, encourage her activities of daily living, and increase her oral intake to promote renal function. Okay, whenever you have to write down so many things, okay, if you feel that you may commit grammatical mistakes, it is okay to split it into two sentences. Do you understand? You don't need to write all those things in one sentence itself. If you could monitor her oxygen saturation level and administer oxygen, because this one, oxygen, okay, her oxygen saturation level, comma, administer oxygen, comma, encourage her daily living activities of daily living, and increase her oral intake to promote whatever it is. So this and administer needs to be removed and replaced with the comma. Okay, and administer, okay, let's say, sorry, and administer oxygen. In this case, what you should have done, you should have placed a comma and then you should have mentioned administer oxygen. Okay, administer, sorry, not stirred. Yeah, okay, that's what you have to do. Let's go to the next one. Oh, sorry, that's the next page. Okay, right, that's all right. Everything else is okay. Her oral intake to promote renal function, that's all right. Also she requires, also after also there must be a comma. You could have used maybe other connecting phrases instead of writing down also again and again. Also, you should have used also comma. Okay, otherwise you could have used in addition to that.
In addition, I mentioned once.
So you can use in addition to that. Okay, all right, sorry, the next page. Okay, also she requires a weekly repeated renal function test. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. If you have any further questions, come up, please do not hesitate to contact me. Yours sincerely. That's okay. The charge mess, that's all right. Can you check whether we have included this relevant case notes in your letter or not? Let's go through this. Writing subtest for nursing. Read the case notes and complete the writing task which follows. Notes. Mrs. Jane Lapaglia, age 71, cultural and religion data, Italian Catholic, speaks functional English. We don't need to worry about the cultural and religion data. That's not needed. Okay, admission date, that's fine, you have included that. And then the discharge date, that's okay. Renal failure secondary to dehydration, mild to dementia, pneumonia. Okay, right. Lives with 80-year-old husband carer Joe in a 4-bedroom unit. Okay, Joe not coping with the patients or his own care needs. Okay, house filthy, both have poor hygiene and nutrition. Okay, one son Andrew, a mechanic, visits Tuesday and Sunday. Okay, interests include classical music, that's not needed. Ballet and AFL, that's not needed. See doctor's notes to be forwarded. Okay, all right. Management progress and progress during hospitalization. Initially comatose, ventilated in ICU 77. Given dialysis 3 or slash 52, which decreased. Okay. Urea, creatinine stable now. Hospital. Acquired pneumonia 2 slash 24. Chest physio for 2 slash 52. Still acquiring O2 2 liters via nasal prongs. Look at this. The problem is if you commit spelling mistakes, even for writing down the words from the case notes, it's really not good. Okay, but non-infective for 3 slash 52, that's okay. Confusion post ICU, but now back to usual mild level and is quite settled. Needs prompting to eat, drink, dress, walk, toilet, and tend to personal hygiene, but can independently do this. Tend to personal hygiene. Okay, family conference. Consensus decision. Patient will move to nursing home and Joe will live in adjoining hostel. Okay. Then, okay, adjoining hostel. You could have mentioned a hostel nearby. I think you didn't include that. Okay, beds for either till 24, 28 for 11. Okay, transfer to nursing home. Husband will live hostel next door. Both accepting of this. Continue O2 therapy as per O2 sets. Encourage independence. Patient capable of self-care with the prompting. Okay. Ensure adequate dehydration to prevent renal function. Repeat electrolyte. Or adequate hydration to prevent. Okay. Did you mention this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Encourage independence. All right. Continue O2 therapy. I think, yeah, that's all good. You're the charge nurse on the medical ward where Miss Lapaglia spent most of her hospital stay as a patient. Okay. Okay, will be discharged to from your ward. Okay, that's all right. I think you have included all of them. But what about this one? Like needs prompting. I mean, she needs encouragement to do these things and tend to personal hygiene, but can independently do this. Yeah. Okay. So she can do that, but she needs only encouragement. Hmm.
Encourage her activities of daily living.
So you could have mentioned, yeah, encourage a daily. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think that's all good. Yeah. So you have included all the relevant case notes. I'm very happy with that. All right, let me go through the assessment. Grammar could have been better. That's the first thing. And then spelling mistakes are not good. You have committed so many grammar spelling mistakes, which is not good. And then the use of nouns and verbs. Use of nouns and verbs is not up to the mark. You could have used, particularly the nouns and verbs in passive voice form. Need to be correctly used. Okay. All right. Placement of punctuation marks. Could have been better. Use of articles could have been better. Use of articles could have been better. Case notes were well organized and presented in the correct sequence. I'm happy with that. All relevant case notes were included in your letter. Were included in the letter. Congratulations, you have done a wonderful job. Okay. Overall task fulfillment is all right. I'm happy with that as well. Vocabulary is okay. Connectivity is fine. Okay, let me give you the score. To me, this sounds like a C plus letter. You may be able to get 300 out of 500 for this particular letter. But please be more careful in regards to the use of sentences. See, there are 3 spelling mistakes, okay? And then some of the connecting phrases could have been better, like unrecovered could have been but recovered. All right, that could have been done. And we have decided there are a couple of major mistakes, like for example, undecided. The sentence that starts with a family meeting has got the major mistakes. But I'm still happy to give you 300 because the remaining mistakes are not that major. Apart from these 3 spelling mistakes and this grammar mistake, everything else are the minor ones. Okay, so I'm happy to give you 300 for this letter. Congratulations, you're back on the track now. Are you happy with this assessment?
I'm happy with the assessment, sir. Thank you.